Okay. This is a conspiracy theory. Are you ready? They're all in on it. Everybody is playing their part perfectly. Yep. With climate change is like a really big deal to me. And when you look at climate change and you understand like as the average global temperature goes up, so does the water level rise, which means more parts of the earth become less livable, and that means that your neighbors are getting a lot closer, right? And then you have to think globally. You just really have to understand that if you live on this planet, that there's like 8 billion some odd people on this planet. It's a fuckload of people. And we can handle them all. We can get climate change under control. We can teach future generations that the color of your skin does not make you a lesser person or a greater person. White supremacy is a myth taught to stupid people. So as we move forward, we are going to overcome. The thing I'm starting to see now is, like I said, everybody is playing their part. Donald Trump, Matt Gaetz, Tulsi Gabbard, all these people have a deep mistrust of the federal government. They are stressing the DOJ by putting a whole bunch of people in potential cabinet positions. It sounds like I'm trying to do alliteration on purpose. I promise you, it's not like that. The reality is, like, it's so blatant and in your face. And companies are starting to lose money. Like I said, my neighbor came over to my house and cried on my shoulder and fucking cleaned my gutters and cut a branch down for me in the last week. Okay? Hell, I started posting TikToks. Everybody is playing their part perfectly. You're all doing fabulous. The thing that's starting to make me giggle is like they chose Kamala Harris to, of course, it's because Donald Trump has a deep mistrust of women, deep disrespect for women. The Democratic Party chose this prosecutor from Silicon Valley to be the person to deliver the cogent message to the public that we are going to do a recount and a forensic audit. And if we find irregularities, we may move to ask to revote. We'll pay for a revote. We'll send everybody that is registered to vote a paper mail-in ballot, and then everybody will get it in a couple days. We'll get it back in a couple days, and we'll have it all counted and settled in 2 weeks. And all they've got to do is request these things. All the Democrats need to do at this point is start laying down their hand and saying, like, okay, so on one side we have Donald Trump, Tulsi Gabbard, fucking Matt Gaetz. He is being investigated for sex trafficking, y'all. Tulsi Gabbard spits openly Russian propaganda on national television. Donald Trump is a traitor, right? Like, these people, it's like you are on their team. That's your team, and the walls are caving in on each other. So it's like, oh, they won the election. Oh, they won every goddamn position known to man. They have every advantage on earth. The walls are going to cave in. None of this really matters. I just wanted to point out, like, everybody's playing their part. It's just Donald Trump is playing the lead role, and he has dementia. So if you're wondering, like, why is the world so fucked up? And it's like, well, the guy that's playing the lead role, it's not Elon Musk. Elon Musk is like a twink. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I think he's a trans woman. Sexual partners with Donald Trump. No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't do that. There are many people that have implied that those two are sleeping together and that Elon Musk dressed up like a woman. And I'm not trying to say that because I'm like transphobic or have a problem with people in drag. Those are my people. I've had bosses that were gay. I've had bosses and coworkers that are trans, and a great deal of respect and love for those people. But what I'm saying is like a lot of the behaviors is they both have mommy issues. That's why Kamala Harris is perfect, because she's going to be the one to get on stage and make everyone rest assured that you can see very clearly the kind of the line being drawn in the sand. And it's like, you see how there's like 10, 12 people here that are clearly fucking guilty. Are they going to pay any sort of fucking, are they going to pay for their crime? Or we're just going to let them like destroy life as we know it, right? Because I mean, as I start to think about, and I try to think about this dystopian future in the next, I don't know, 6 months, where they eliminate veterans benefits, they eliminate Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Let me explain to you how fast people die. That's in 1 week, a lot of people. 1 week. So when you think about the difference in $100 in someone's budget is whether or not they eat or not, and then that's when you're super old and fragile and you take a bunch of medication to survive and you can't afford to eat. You just die. Am I making myself perfectly clear? Like, everybody's playing their fucking part. Do you see what's ahead of us? Like, it's them people on fucking trials and this shit in history books. And Kamala Harris president, and we are not losing there are 4 or 5 elected officials here that are about to get their shit recounted. And they're going to lose. Democrats are going to just have just enough power to get just enough done to appease the American people out of mass death. And remember, 1 week and millions of people die if the Republicans get in power. So think about how dangerous it is to inaugurate Donald Trump as president on January 20th. And so you think about all the content I have posted where I've talked about de-escalation. I've told people to calm down, relax. There's absolutely no goddamn way that not only the destruction of the Department of Education, oh, they took Roe v. Wade, they'll take everything. And it's like, yo, everybody's playing their fucking part. Can y'all chill for a second? The actors in the play of our life are hitting a crescendo right now. If you just think about what is going on in the world right now, right? The United States has not put boots on the ground. We're not involved in these conflicts other than monetarily, right? And I think one of the things that's lost on a lot of people is that we're kind of like bound to help Israel as a result of our relationship with NATO. And that I would argue that you can't support genocide and that you have to draw a line in the sand. You cross this, we do not. Simple, right? And I think that's fair and just. Right? And I'm not the only one that sees and says that, right? I can't be the only person on earth that sees and says that, right? Like, that's insane. So think about that as like things move forward, as these groups get small, right? Donald Trump, his tribe is getting very small. And it's all people that like hate the Department of Justice. So I want everyone to know. Like, it's very much a standoff. And the thing about it is lots of people are dying. And that's what makes me very sad. Lots of brown people, lots of women and children, right? Minorities, right? The people they teach you to hate, right? But the hardcore reality is it's all coming to a fucking crescendo. And the United States is going to have to decide, are we all just going to die? Are you going to let us all die? Because if you start shutting down social safety nets, you're going to kill millions of people in a week. I'm just being real. I did the math. You want to talk about it? You know what happens when somebody can't buy their medication? And $100 is the difference between them eating or not. And if they don't eat, they're going to die. So do you see the paradox? It's for a lot of people, it's meds or food right now. Do you feel me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Does it not make you deathly afraid of what happens, right? Why do you think he wants to be in charge right now? Because he knows the hammer of justice is coming. Come on now, right?